Prayer. Hey, about to face the east. Face the east. Elijah. Saul. Face the east. We're gonna start in the Hebrew.
This is the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew. Abanawa.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Shabbat Shemayim.
Quadash.
Quadash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shamka.
Shamka.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Malataka.
Malataka.
Taba'ah.
Taba'ah.
Batazaka.
Batazaka.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Aisha.
Aisha.
Barachaza.
Barachaza.
Kawa.
Kawa.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Bashamayim.
Bashamayim.
Nathanawa.
Nathanawa.
Lakam.
Lakam.
Call.
Call.
Yawam.
Yawam.
Wasalaknawa.
Wasalaknawa.
Kabawaknawa.
Kabawaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kasalaknawa.
Kabawaknawa.
Kabawaknawa.
Wala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Tabi'ah.
Tabnayawa.
Banasai 1.
Banasai 1.
Abal.
Abal.
Hawashanawa.
Hawashanawa.
Bayan.
Bayan.
Ra.
Ra.
Kaya.
Kaya.
Laka.
Laka.
Hamalakwa.
Hamalakwa.
Wahala'ah.
Wala'ah.
Wahata Parak.
Wahata Parak.
La'awalamium.
Lamium.
Aman.
Amen. The Lord prayer in the English. Our Father,
Our Father,
which art in heaven,
which art in heaven,
hallowed be thy name.
hallowed be thy name.
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
thy kingdom come.
thy kingdom come.
Thy will be done.
Thy will be done
in earth,
in earth
as it is in heaven.
as it is in heaven.
Give us this day
Give us this day
our daily bread.
our daily bread.
And forgive us,
And forgive us
our debts,
our debts.
as we forgive our
And if we forgive our
debtors.
debtors.
And lead us not
And lead us not
into temptation,
into temptation,
but deliver us from evil.
but deliver us from evil.
For thine is the kingdom,
Thine is the kingdom,
and the power,
and the power,
and the glory,
and the glory,
forever.
forever.
So be it.
So be it.
That being said, Saul, turn around. Yeshabium, maybe seated in the Hebrew. All right, let's get to it real quick. Hey, clap it up for the piece of dedication. Real quick, man. Hey. Right here, man, let me tell y'all something. Man, I love this story, man, so much, man, because we got so much perseverance in here. So much of what y'all think is light work that goes on up in here to the point of y'all just think that eating the fowl, being polluted is something likely, huh? Go ahead. Yeah, for sure. You heard me? Like, I'm just saying, like, y'all gotta understand something, man. It is not a light thing by calling yourself the Israelite. It's not nothing light to play with your nationality, man. Because what you about to hear today is some of the most realest stuff, some of the most strongest people ever, man. And that's the blacks, Hispanic, and Native Indians, man. We are about to show you how we had to come, what we were dealing with, coming through this damn Greek empire, man. So I know y'all don't know nothing about the Greek because, the scriptures skip it, man. This is why the Apocrypha is so important. This is why you gotta get you a King James 1611 version. Because you go from the Egyptian captivity, and then you go in, which one? They had Persia, no, the Babylonian captivity. Then did they have the Persian captivity? We had the Persian captivity, and then it goes straight into the Roman captivity when Christ came. So we done skipped the whole captivity. What about now? The only time it was mentioned was a little bit when Daniel mentioned it to that king. When he had that dream, he was talking about the four empires. I believe his name was what was his name was? What was his name? Nebuchadnezzar. Say it one more time. Nebuchadnezzar, man. But yeah, so we about to get to it though. Hey, open up the book of First Maccabees, verse 1, man. First chapter, verse 1. We about to get to it, man. I'm about to tell y'all, show y'all how did they came about.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 1. And it happened after that Alexander, son of Philip, the Macedonian.
Stop right there. Hold on real quick. Hey, start that over. What was that? What was the son of who? What was this kid name?
Son of
Alexander. That's talking about Alexander the Great. Yeah, y'all done heard about Alexander the Great, the Macedonian, man. Back in the Greek times, you heard me back when Greece with Troy and them. You had the Troy, the Persian Empire. This was they called him Alexander the Great, man. He was one of the best, the youngest. He was 20 years old. He was one of the best conquerors was ever known to earth. But keep going now.
The Macedonian who came out of the land of Chetaim had smitten Darius, king of the Persians and Medes, that he reigned in his stead, the first over Greece.
Here we go. Go ahead, real quick.
So, like, real quick, I just want to say, everybody always talking about how the Bible, you can't correlate it, with history and find it,
Right.
or match it up, today, or they ask, where's the proof in the Bible of all these things happening?
Right.
Here we read about Alexander the Great.
Right, the proof.
Alexander, everybody know who Alexander the Great is, but one of the very first places you see his name mentioned is in the Bible. You understand?
Exactly. Good night. See what I'm trying to say? And you right about that, warrior. So go ahead now. Brent, go ahead. You at 2. Let the people know where you at.
Book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 2. And made many wars, and won many strongholds, and slew the kings of the earth.
So this man right here is already showing you his mightiness, man. This man that went over here, he's taking over countries, man. He knocking over kings. Keep reading, now.
Verse 3. And went through to the ends of the earth, and took spoils of many nations.
Good night.
Insomuch that the earth was quiet before him. Whereupon he was exalted, and his heart was lifted up.
Keep going.
Verse 4. And he gathered a mighty strong host, and ruled over countries and nations and kings, who became tributaries unto him.
Say, who know what tributaries is? Who knows real quick? Go ahead, answer that for me. Hey,
Like your tributaries is when you pay tribute, when you give your resources to someone else for an appreciation or respect or an admiration.
That's right. So basically right there, man, that go to show you, if you think about this real quick, that's really where the whole, if you want to be technical, that's really where the mafia got strong arming the businesses in they cities. Right here, man. That's what you call tributaries, tributes to the people, you heard me? Because you got to give it up. If you don't give it up, you're going to get unalived. He's going to destroy your whole province, your whole kingdom. It is what it is. Either lay down, you're gonna either lay down and fight, or you're gonna pay up. It's either or. You're gonna die or you're gonna pay. Or you might go both ways, you heard me? Keep going.
Verse 5. And after these things he fell sick, and perceived that he should die. Verse 6. Wherefore he called his servants, such as were honorable, and had been brought up with him from his youth, and parted his kingdom among them while he was yet alive.
Go ahead, keep going.
Verse 7. So Alexander reigned 12 years and then died.
So this mighty man right here, Alexander the Great, hey. But no, so look, this mighty man right here, Alexander the Great, he reigned for 12 years. He conquered so much land for 12 years, man. Y'all know the story of Alexander the Great. It's movies up on him, documentaries up on him, man. You can see how ruthless he was, man. But then he died after 12 years, though. But now this is when it get worse. You gotta remember something, man. This book started with Alexander the Great because with a great man, he also has great men around him. Keep going.
Verse 8. And his servants bare rule every one in his place. Verse 9. And after his death, they all put crowns upon themselves, so that their sons after them many years, and evils were multiplied in the earth. Verse 10. And there came out of them a wicked root, Antiochus, surnamed Epiphanes, son of Antiochus the king, who had been in hostage at Rome, and he reigned in 137th year of the kingdom of the Greeks.
So now the Greeks been around for 137 years, basically. Now, Alexander done died already. Now arose, how you say his name? Antiochus rised up, you heard me? He came out. Now, we're about to see how wicked this man can honestly be real quick. Because now it's about to go down. Now keep going. You go to 11 real quick. I'm make sure you ain't gotta drop nowhere. Yeah, go to 11 real quick.
Book of 1 Maccabees chapter 1 verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us.
And now this is when we come into the story. Now, actually, I just want to ask y'all a question real quick. Read that one more time. I want to understand it. Read that one more time. Read that one more time.
Verse 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have had much sorrow.
Do you know what that's saying right there? That was us. We were like, you know what? This is why it's so important to love what you have. This is why it's so wicked to want a king. This is why the Most High ain't wanted to have a king. There was wicked men, Israelites, that was like, you know what? I'm out here going through it. Where's my oppressed at, man? I ain't getting my government cheese no more. I ain't getting fed no more. I miss being oppressed. So what they went to go do, they'll persuade everybody like, you know what? It's hard about just being with us. Let's go see what the heathen doing. Let's go over there real quick. I want to go and get my food stamps again. What they had back in the day, I want to go get nurtured again. I would rather be in hell than be free. So what they did was, they went to the heathen. They went up back over there. Now I'm about to get deeper. Now watch this real quick. Keep going. Keep going.
Verse 12. So this device pleased them well.
Right.
13. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king.
So listen, stop. They went to the king. Our people, think about it. I want you to remember this real quick. The wicked ones out of Israel trying to persuade many. Hey, y'all, come on, man. I know y'all tired, man. Come rock with me, you heard me? Man, let's go down here, man. Let's go see I want what they got again. I'm tired of being up over here. They're eating corn all goddamn day. Or they eating beans and whatever the case with my people. I want what they got. And now, keep going. What they gonna ask the king now?
And certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinance of the heathen.
To do after the who?
After the ordinance of
somebody
the
give me the definition of the ordinance, man. Somebody, I want to understand this real quick. I want you to know what our people was asking for. Whoever, go ahead and get it, man, for me.
So this is a definition of ordinance. A piece of legislation enacted by a municipal authority, or order or a decree.
So, right. So, basically, that's where the politics come in. They want to be a part of them. They want what they got. Don't the scriptures say, don't envy the oppressor? Guess what? They must ain't heard that before. Cause they want what they got now. They went to their king. Now think about this real quick. This like you leaving the truth to go over there to the preacher house of prayer and said, Pastor, I want you to anoint me. I want to be a bishop. I'm tired of being a priest and prophet of the Lord. It's too hard over there. They're too strong over there. I just want to sing all day and clap and and eat pork chops. That's basically what you're asking for. Because they don't went to the heathen. They went to the heathen. I want you to keep this in your mind. Now keep going.
Verse 14. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen.
Stop real quick. Who knows what that place of exercise is? Who knows what that place of Go ahead, sis. Give her the microphone.
The Coliseum.
Yeah, all right. Give her a hand. The Coliseum. The gymnasium. That's what the Coliseum. After the heathen. Remember where we got it from. We built one for us now. Keep going.
Verse 15. And made themselves uncircumcised, and forsook the holy covenant, and joined themselves to the heathen.
Stop real quick. Start at the top. See how heavy that is, though? When you join another nation? This is like our people today. Want to be American. Y'all want the American spirit? Our people wanted it back in the day. This is how you know this is us. The way you want to celebrate Thanksgiving, Christmas, Valentine's, your birthdays, they went to the king and asked for this. They uncircumcised themselves. They forsook the holy covenant and they joined themselves to the heathen. Now keep going.
And were sold to do mischief.
Who know what that word mischief mean? Go ahead.
Evil, sir.
Evil. They were sold to do evil. Now, man, I'm going to ask you a question right now. Will you join yourself to the heathens right now? Who, right now, today, when we're in America, the one that join themselves with the heathen, who are being sold to do mischief? I just want y'all to think real quick. If you got the answer, let me know. I'm going to wait. Who's out here being sold to do mischief? Give it to him.
Salakia.
Damn right. Our entertainers, our rappers, they're getting sold to tell us for us to murder one another, Salakia, to unalive one another, for us to be out here doing alternative lifestyles. They out here selling themselves, man. They're getting sold because they're getting paid to do them things for the gain of money, man. They want that money so much that they're getting sold to do mischief, man. They out here telling you to boom, boom, pop on the handstand. It ain't about morals no more. They out here telling us to go kill your op, and it's your brother. They're getting sold to do these things, man. They're actually getting paid for them to do that because they can't get it no other way. Keep going now. We better get to it, though. Let's get it.
Verse 16. Now when the kingdom was established before Antiochus, he thought to reign over Egypt, that he might have the dominion of 2 realms.
Now remember, this Antiochus dude, he came out wicked. He was one of the most wickedest ones out of the bunch that was around Alexander the Great. So now he wants 2 realms. But keep going though. I'm about to show you, man, how these psychopaths ran in Greece, how Greece was formed real quick. Let's go.
Verse 17. Wherefore he entered into Egypt with a great multitude, with chariots and elephants and horsemen and a great navy. Verse 18. And made war against Ptolemy, king of Egypt. But Ptolemy was afraid of him and fled, and many were wounded to death. Verse
So
19.
no, don't stop right there, man. So check this out, man. Think about this real quick. I just want y'all to think about this real quick. You see movies, right? That I just want y'all to think, well, what movie that remind you of? When they got elephants, you heard me? Whole bunch of men, chariots, horsemen. I just want y'all to think, like, don't that not remind y'all of maybe the movie 300? Or the movie Choice? Or that reminds you of all these old school movies that they play. You understand? But we're reading out the Bible. Is where they get them ideas of these movies from. And they want to tell us history in the Bible. Go ahead.
Salakia was even people there, the same exact people. You know what they're doing.
Good night.
Portraying the very people that were reading in the Bible.
Exactly.
These are the people that were doing it.
Exactly. That's crazy, man. Good night. Keep going real quick. Now let's go. Hey, drop down to so basically right now, he conquered Egypt. The king ran. He took the strong cities of Egypt, you heard me. Now drop down to go to 20 real quick. Go to 20 real quick.
Book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 20. And after that, Antiochus had smitten Egypt. He returned again in the 143rd year.
So that's 143 years. Let's go.
And went up against Israel and Jerusalem with a great multitude.
So now, you know what? He like, okay, I done took that, and then go over to Israel. Now let's go.
Verse 21. And entered proudly into the sanctuary, and took away the golden altar, and the candlestick of light, and all the vessels thereof.
Good night. Keep going.
Verse 22. And the table of the shewbread, and the pouring vessels, and the vials, and the censers of gold, and the veil, and the crowns, and the golden ornaments that were before the temple, all which he pulled off.
So man, now basically what he doing in there real quick, he just came in there and just took our stuff, man. He on a tear. This dude, pronounce his name for me. I don't want to mispronounce his name because he. Say it one more time. Who? Antiochus. Antiochus, right? So he just ran Egypt, this king away, that took over Egypt, that slayed Egypt out. Then he came to Jerusalem. Now he done took our stuff as well. That's what he doing. They taking over the earth basically right now. This is the Greece Empire. They're showing you why Greece is who they are. Why they had that ring. That ring of ruling. That's why it was a Greece Empire for a reason. They taking over places. Like, think about this real quick. We think about Egypt, we think about Pharaoh. We think about how strong it was in there. This man went in there and made that king run. Go ahead, priest.
Now it's so heavy. Just going into the history, man. Like with Ptolemy and Antiochus.
Right.
Man, like,
yeah.
Him going into Egypt, you understand, and conquering Egypt, really is, you understand, like what they look for. And it's all like what they look for is if they got the children of Israel in possession, they become the greatest nation.
Exactly.
Right? So it's like we was known for the Lord delivering us from Egypt. So he went in and destroyed Egypt and now made Egypt white because that's when Greece came in. So now is when we looking at the whole Egyptian dynasty, we not looking at it as, because everybody say Egypt, they don't look at Egypt as being dark-skinned people.
Right.
So that further perpetuates the lie as far as further going on, saying that Christ fled into Egypt because it's white people, because it was already whitewashed because of what Ptolemy and Antiochus did by coming in there and changing all this stuff. So like,
no, good shit though, bro. Good stuff, bro. Like that's how it go, man. And it's history right here, man. So hey, drop to go down to 24. And he done took all the treasure right now. See, they already came up in there, and they done took all the treasure right now. You heard me? And then they came and took everything out of the kingdom, out of the temple. Now let's go. Now guess what else they do though? It don't stop though. Let's go.
Verse 24. And when he had taken all away, he went into his own land, having many a great massacre, and spoken very proudly.
So he out there bragging. He went back to his hometown. Like, you know what, man? Boy, it was so easy in that thing, man. I slayed them boys. I took their altar. Man, listen, I'm that nice. Who on it with me? He just bragging like, hey, it was easy peasy. Now let's go. Keep going. Now let's see what happened.
Therefore there was a great mourning in Israel, in every place where they were.
Damn, let's go.
26. So that the princes and elders mourned. The virgins and young men were made feeble.
Who know what that mean, made feeble? Who know what that word feeble mean? Go ahead, Kakazar. Weak. Think about this, man. The young... Now listen real quick. I want you to hear this. The princes and elders mourned. The virgins and young men were made weak. Good night, man. Go ahead, keep going. Keep going.
And the beauty of women was changed.
And they changed the beauty of our women, man. Now let's go.
Verse 27. Every bridegroom took up lamentation.
Shalaki, real quick. Who know what lamentation is? Who know what lamentation is? Anybody know what lamentation is? Go ahead. Let's see what the sister's talking about. Very sorrow. They're in their mourning, crying. They hurt. They weep. Listen to me, man. A nation just came in there and tore down their stuff, killed their people, and walked out. Now let's go. Now they hurting. Now let's go.
Every bridegroom took up lamentation, and she that sat in the marriage chamber was in heaviness.
So she in there just hurting, crying. She heavy, her heart hurt. She don't even know how to think about it. The beauty of the woman has changed, man. They've been weak from a young. Now let's keep going.
Verse 28. The land also was moved for the inhabitants thereof, and all of the house of Jacob was covered with confusion.
Uh-huh.
Verse 29.
Let's get it. Go ahead.
After 2 years fully expired,
Uh-huh.
the king set his chief collector of tribute unto the cities of Judah, who came to Jerusalem with a great multitude.
So now check this out now. They just did that. He went back to his home, bragged about it, right? So think about this. 2 years later, right? Here they come again.
Right.
And after they just came through to your city and robbed you blind, killed your people, they coming back. Now let's see what they do now. Watch this. Good night.
Verse 30. And spake peaceable words unto them, but all was deceit.
Stop right there. They spoke peaceable words. Guess what, man? Hey, you know what? Last time it was all good, baby. You know, I was just going through some things. I wasn't in my right mind, but I'm back now. You know, we can drink it up. We can chill. We can do whatever y'all want to do. Let's go. Peaceable, right? Keep going.
For when they had given him credence,
No, but all was deceit. Stop right there.
but all was deceit.
So we like, man, this nigga lying right now, bro. Yeah, he full of that shit. Salaki, he full of that stuff. He wanna play the 50 with me right now. You gonna tell me you just came in my temple, then stole all of my jewelry, then you took everything from me to kill my people, but now you back on some people stuff? Nah, you full of it. Let's go.
For when they had given him credence,
Hold on. When they had given him what?
when they had given him credence,
What's credence? I want y'all to stay with me now. Who know what credence is? You know what credence is? Anybody know what credence? You know what credence? Go ahead, talk about it. Dog, who know what credence? Yes. Go ahead, go give it to her. That's right. Give her a hand, y'all. Off the back. Hey, they believe in him. They basically believe in him now. He just showed them a way, but guess what? Now they start believing. That's how people fall, right? Don't we always believe somebody that come through? Hey, I won't do it no more. Hey, word smooth as butter, right? Oh, you good. Hey, man, last time, that was last time, Now, but guess what, though? It's going to be different this time. Now they start believing them. Now let's see what happens.
for when they had given him credence, he fell suddenly upon the city.
He fell upon the city. There you go for being a dum-dum. You think he came here to be your friend? Lovey-dovey, hug and scream and do the hokey-pokey with you? Man, he came over here to get it again. He said, you know what he did? I was thinking about this, they're a bully. Oh, man, you my homie now. You don't have to take your money and beat you up last week, but this week, you my homie. Hey, you got some more money on? Give me that money on. Give it over here. Exactly what they did to him. Now keep reading now.
And smote it very sore.
And smote it very sore. Let's go.
And destroyed much people of Israel.
Yeah, let's get it now. Let's get it. Hold on real quick. 32 real quick. Because basically what he's been doing, I'm going to give you a quick little list. I'm trying to drop this thing down real quick. So basically once he changed his mind and he destroyed Israel, he put them back in that state again. So now what he's doing is he built a wall, right, in the city of David with a great strong wall, right? He made mighty towers. And then the stuff that he took from him, he made a stronghold, right? He put nothing but wicked, simple men in that thing. Now, I want you to think about a fortress. You know what I'm saying? In your city. Now, you got this whole, matter of fact, just think about Fort Hood as the fortress, right? In your city, right? And they hanging up everything that belongs to you, just hurting you. You know what I'm saying? And you can't do nothing about it. So real quick, now I want you to drop down to go to 36 real quick. Go to 36.
Come. The book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 36. For it was a place to lie in wait against the sanctuary.
Uh-huh.
And an evil adversary to Israel.
Let's go.
Verse 37. Thus they shed innocent blood on every side of the sanctuary and defiled it.
So now they defiling everything in the city of Jerusalem now. So when you drop down to go to 40 real quick. No. You know what? Go to 39. Go to read 39.
Okay.
Reading 39. This you need to hear this real quick.
Verse 39. Her sanctuary was laid waste like a wilderness. Her feasts were turned into mourning. Her Sabbath unto reproach. Her honor unto contempt.
Let's get it.
Verse 40. As had been her glory, so was her dishonor increased, and her excellency was turned into mourning.
Who know what that her is? Who know that her they talking about? What that her is?
That's Israel.
Jerusalem, yeah. That they city, man. These people that can't, you gotta think about this real quick. That was given to them from the Most High. Do you understand that that land was given, that's precious to them. It was just for them. Now let's keep going real quick. I just want you to understand this real quick. Go now, keep reading.
Verse 41.
This right here gets crazy. Watch this.
Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people.
All right. Now check this out, right? When Americans say we all one people, we all together under one oath, you know what I'm saying? This and that, they're talking about who? The Americans, right? Now, this heathen knows he on Holy Land. He knows this is Israel. So he wrote to the king like, you know what? I think we should all be one. You know what I'm saying? I think we should all be under one roof, under one government, under one religion, under one law. They can't be separate. I want them to have our law. And now let's read what he say.
Verse 42. And everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen agreed according to the commandment.
All the who agreed?
All the heathen.
All the heathens. Remember that. Let's go.
Agreed according to the commandment of the king.
The commandment of who?
Of the king.
No, of the Most High.
The commandment of the king.
Let's keep reading then.
Verse 43. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath.
What that sound like, somebody? What that sound like right now? When you want to forget your laws to go ahead and come and take on somebody else's laws, statutes, and commandments, it's a king. That ain't what we had originally got. What is that called right now? What do we call this in this school? Go ahead, go ahead, Kadash. Speak on it. Damn right, the society. We adapted somebody else's society. That is why we call people Americanized, because you took the way of them. You forgot about your forefathers. You forgot about your own laws, statutes, and commandments that we supposed to do. Go ahead.
Nah, so like it's so heavy. Reading it. It's saying that I think it's verse 41. It says,
Thank you. Let's get it.
Everyone that all should be people. That was the thing. And it says that everybody should come together and forget their laws, and there should be one religion.
Right.
So forsake their laws by their nationality to now take on a religion, you understand, which doesn't include reality, it's all inclusive to everybody.
That's crazy. No, that's exactly what he's trying to do. Go ahead, preach.
Like if I put it into the perspective of today, America let you practice whatever religion you want. Let the Muslims practice their religion in America, let the Buddhists practice their religion in America. You know what I'm saying? But there's one nation of people who can't. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Their way of culture.
That's right. That's right.
Israel.
Right. Right.
Everything, you know what I'm saying, to make you look like you don't know what the hell you talking about.
Exactly.
Everybody can do whatever, except Hispanic and Native Americans. They can't serve their God here.
That's right, man. Give it up for him, man. Yeah. And that's so true, though. And it's so heavy, and that's what he tried to do. That's what he did. Go ahead. Keep reading now.
Verse 44. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land. Verse 45. And forbid burnt offerings. and sacrifice
Uh-huh.
and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbath and festival days.
So when you profane, son, what that mean? Like, talk to me. What that mean? That word profane mean? As far as when you profaning something, what does that mean? You basically, what that word? Hold on, think. When we denounce the Holy Spirit, what that's called? Blasphemy. They want you to be blasphemous against the Sabbath, against all of that. They want us to become blasphemous people so we can really denounce, so we can show that, hey, you done took on my culture for real. You done took on my religion for real. Now let's keep going. It's about to get crazy now. This just the beginning. Go ahead.
If I could, sir. So like this is like as I'm reading this, and we read it every year, but as I'm reading this again, like this is exactly what happened to us in America, like step by step. Like they haven't changed nothing. Like they say, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Right.
They do the same thing. They make a promise with us, and then they break it, and then they make another treaty and break it, like the North American Indians. And then once we beat into submission, we decide to join them and make a covenant with them and try to do what they do. We completely conform, and now they want to integrate us like they did in the civil rights movement. So
right.
Completely destroyed. Like this is not the first time life in America since.
But guess what though? They say we ain't these people though. They say we ain't these people though. We the only one that consistently went through this. This ain't nothing new to us. This ain't nothing new to us, man. We've always been oppressed to the point where, was it Elijah? He said, "Are we here only to be slaves?" He had a question. Why are we consistently in the empire being stepped on? Why are we always the ones at the bottom when you call us your people? Why do we gotta consistently go through this, man? And if y'all remember from the beginning, I want y'all to remember that when they came, our own people came out of Israel and went to the king. But they didn't know this was coming. All they had to do was stay down. This was coming anyway. But they want to go ahead and be politicians with them, right? It ain't changed nothing. We here now. Now let's keep going. It's about to go crazy. Let me make sure real quick. Anybody got anything to say about it? Just raise your hand. We can get to you for sure. Everybody open to speak now. Go ahead now. Where we at right now? What verse you on?
Verse 46.
Okay, let's get it.
And pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Verse 47. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine flesh, unclean beasts.
So basically, just think about this real quick. Everybody remember that. I know. Now this is before Christ. I'm just letting y'all know this right now. This is the bridge. This is the Greece Empire. So, excuse me. So basically, right now is all this is happening before Christ. So now, just like they had said, I believe it was in Psalms, when all the nations came together to conspire against us, to make us forget who we were. Their plan ain't went nowhere because they're doing the same thing right now. So basically, now they want us to do this real quick. Think about your temple. Think about something that you done lived for your whole life. Your forefathers done died for to get here. And now they over here gonna put unclean beasts on it. They disrespected not us, they disrespected the Most High. They just said, I don't care, y'all to conform to us now. I need y'all to do what we do. Now, go ahead and keep going where you was at right now.
Verse 48.
Go ahead.
That they should also leave their children uncircumcised.
Real quick, what was one of the main things that was one of our main laws though? What was that though? What was one of Moses' laws? Go ahead, give it to me. Of circumcision. You know these Christians want to say you circumcised by the heart now. No. Now listen, man. It was a physical thing where you can't have your salaki, you can't have your rod looking like a having Now I'm gonna just leave it alone. But anyway, you gotta see a specific part of your rod now. That's why it was so important. Because that was the Gentile did. You understand me? So my whole thing is this, man. We had specific laws. But guess what? They knew that though. Now guess what though? I want you to start from the top again. Go to 48 real quick.
Verse 48, that they should also leave their children uncircumcised.
Good night. Keep going.
And make their souls abominable, all manner of uncleanness and profanation.
So real quick now. So you're gonna tell me that they don't know about our laws? Why would you say, as a king, I want you to not circumcise your children. I want you to leave their souls abominable in all manner of uncleanness. You know why? They knew you were the Most High people. See, this is why I don't understand why today it's just so hard to not understand who the Most High people are. The Most High ain't never dealt with every nation, man. This right here showing you he ain't dealt with every nation. They just said they won't. We had our own laws always. We've always had, go ahead. We've always had our own laws. So my thing is this. They did everything in their power to change it so we can be. Why would they? This is real quick. If it was just normal, right? If it was just you a human being, right? Then why would they say so you can make your soul abominable? All manner of uncleanness and profanation, man. Why would they say that about us? For our kids. Matter of fact, let me ask you this question. What do we say? Who do we say right now today is the most important people in Israel right now for our nation? The who? Go ahead.
It's like the children.
The children. So if they get the children on that type of time and they kill us off, what happens to us? Think about it. Go ahead.
So like if I could, sir, get a precept to answer your question.
Man, go ahead. Read the precept, man. I mean, you know, this is a class, you heard me, you know, bring it at. But what I'm trying to let you know is they always been trying to stop this, man. And today, now we gotta think about what time this was. This was the Greek Empire. This been gone. We're still in the Roman Empire right now. You heard me? And this is the last empire. So guess what though? All that y'all try to do all this witchcraft. Y'all tried, and guess what? The Most High still showing y'all it won't stop. You can't stop this. Go ahead, and get that precept.
Don't come. So this is the book of Judas, chapter 5, verse 20. Now therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Verse 21, but if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest their Lord defend them, and their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world.
That's what's up. And you know what? That scripture there, y'all remember that though, because it's gonna play out through the whole rest of this story. I like that precept. Go ahead, Con.
So like if I may, sir, you know it's just crazy because like we are reading our records right now.
Right.
And our records are detailing, you know, the actions of the other nations. Our records, you know what I'm saying, have been hidden and taken away from us.
Right.
Their records have not been hidden and taken away from them. They know who we are.
Right.
They know, you know what I'm saying, what makes us a holy people. I can't goddamn eat Lucky Charm today because they know to put goddamn pork in my goddamn marshmallow.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? My favorite cereal is the way I eat, you know what I'm saying, against my God.
That's crazy. That's right.
You know, was a dumb man.
Right. In the field. Good night.
Again, he has his records, we have our records. And his records are being passed down to his children and their children and their children, and they know how to go to war against the children of Israel.
That's right.
We don't know who we are.
Right.
Enemies know who the hell we are.
That's right. Ooh, man, get that boy. Breaking his spirit out, man. Yeah. Let's keep getting it now. Remember that scripture though he just read now. Go ahead now. Let's get it.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1, verse 29.
No, 49.
49. To the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
Okay. Good night. Hold on. Man, that's so heavy right there. What? Good night. Then read it one more time. Y'all, I don't think y'all caught that. What we'll do? No, read it again. I want you to read it again.
Verse 49. To the end they might forget the law and change all the ordinances.
Forget the law and change all ordinance, man. That's been they round. That's been they agenda since the beginning. Since the beginning of time, wants to forget who we were. They had a council with this, man. Ion before this, man. Ion before this. They had a council, man. So we can forget who we were. That's how strong you is, black man, Hispanic man, and Indian man. You're something special, man. Why you think they want you to forget who you are? Why you're not supposed to be out here smoking Newports and marbles, man. You're not supposed to be eating these unclean animals, man. We gotta come back to these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And we're about to show you why they're so important. Cause why you think they done everything in every empire to stop us from this? Let's go.
Verse 50. And whosoever would not do according to the commandment of the king, he said, he should die.
So what?
He should die.
So guess what? If you're not going to conform with my laws, statutes, and commandments, you're going to die. And now, let's see what's happening. Let's see what we did.
Verse 51. In the self-same manner wrote he to his whole kingdom, and appointed overseers over all the people.
Okay, drop down to 52 right now. So basically just made everybody, they want to make sure everybody around, like just imagine Texas right now. Every city got an overseer. He want to make sure everybody is doing what this decree, this law we made out, is following it. Because if not, you're going to die. Let's go.
Verse 52. Then many of the people were gathered unto him,
to
wit, every one that forsook the law. And so they committed evils in the land.
Let's go.
Verse 33, or 53, Salaki. And drove the Israelites into secret places.
Right.
Even wheresoever they could flee for succor. 54. Now the 15th day of the month, Caslu in the 140. Caslu in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar.
Now that's important. I'm gonna start right there. I'm gonna have you drop down after I break this down. What they just did right now is, this is when it gets crazy. This is when they about to start really seeing if you're really about their life, their lifestyle. They're about to start bringing people up on the altar with these unclean animals and make you sacrifice them. That's how they want to know if you down or not. They like, you know what? I'm tired of this nonsense of trying to see what's going on. I'm about to set up these altars on y'all temples. I'm about to on y'all where y'all use a sacrifice for the Lord. I'm about to really turn you against them. I'm about to see where you really at. Now let's go ahead. Now drop down right here on them real quick. Drop down to where was that right now? You was at 59? 54. Drop down to 60 for me.
Don't come. Book of 1 Maccabees chapter 1 verse 60. At which time, according to the commandment, they put to death certain women that had caused their children to be circumcised.
So we still got people out there bucking the game. They love the Lord that much where they say, you know what? I would rather die. I would rather die before I follow y'all. You know why? Because back in that time, we knew that death wasn't nothing. We knew that we would rather die than go against the Most High. Some of us did. Some of us did, for sure. That's why that woman died. That's why people were dying. Because they didn't want to break the law. They would rather die by y'all's sword than break the law of the Most High. Because, now let's keep reading. Now, can you go to 61 real quick?
Don't come verse 61.
I want you to imagine this real quick. Go ahead.
And they hanged the infants about their necks and rifled their houses and slew them that had circumcised them.
Can y'all imagine walking in a place where you see all your babies hanging. Just imagine that, how wicked that is, man. Picture that right now. You got a whole bunch of babies dangling from the cruelty of the people against you. Keep going, man.
Verse 62. How many in Israel were fully resolved and conformed, and confirmed in themselves not to eat any unclean thing.
Uh-huh.
Verse 63.
Let's get it.
Wherefore they choose rather to die, that they might not be defiled with meat.
You hear that? Hold on real quick. But pork, shrimp, lobster, crab, it's just a meat, right? It's a delicacy, though. Read that at the top.
Wherefore they chose rather to die, than they might not be defiled with meats.
That they might not be defiled with meats. So for you people that think that I know I'm about to slid up real quick. You think that Yahweh shall die if you eat pork, shrimp, lobster, crab? Or people would rather die than eat that nonsense. That was a spirit back in the day.
Right.
We need that spirit now.
Right.
Where that spirit go? We would rather not defile ourselves. You would have to kill us before you're even going to eat something that you call gourmet right now. You think we eat cockroaches? Why you think we have? Come on, man. Listen to me, people. Blacks, Hispanic, Native Indians. That you know how they say that saying? It's to die for. Damn right. Shit, we died for not eating that, cause we ain't want to defile ourselves, man. That's how important our life was. Over a piece of meat. Kill me. But you know what? I believe hell, we ain't got that spirit no more. You know what I'm saying? I think we the last one left, if you ask me. I think we the only ones that had to kill us before we defile ourselves. That's just real talk. But let's go, man. See, man, listen, go ahead. Think about that real quick. See why people talking about, oh, I love my... No, not them. Because the scriptures... Go ahead. Because the scripture... Go ahead. Give it to me.
Nah, it's so heavy too, you know what I'm saying? Because, I know a lot of, history teachers, if pork is the only thing you got left to eat, to survive, you should eat it. You understand? But yeah,
What, that was Islam teaches?
That's what Islam teaches.
Wow. So you know they ain't, you know the Lord ain't with deal. You know the Lord ain't with deal. Go ahead though.
But for us, you understand, our people say, listen, if I have a choice to take this pork pepperoni of this pizza, or I'm gonna die, hey, Lord be with me, you understand? And I'll be back. You understand? Lord,
Damn right.
like it, sir.
Mm-hmm. God damn, man.
The difference between us and these other nations. That's what make us holy. You know what I'm saying? And separate from
That's right. Goddamn right,
we willing to
man.
die for people
That's right.
to, 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 to go against our God to live.
Right. That's right, man. God dang, man. For real. So with that being said though, now I want you to go ahead, go to 2. Go to chapter 2 real quick. Yep, verse 1, you already know it. Cause now we about to get somewhere. Cause how does it end it real quick? Our people like, you know what? I'm not about to go. The one that had courage, that wasn't afraid to die, they were just like, you know what? You're gonna kill me before I eat your pepperoni pizza. Before I eat your pork chop, you heard me? I might as well just kill me now. I'm not about to eat your PSP. Now, but guess what happened though? Oh, they done awoken something. Let's get it. Start at verse 1.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 1.
Uh-huh.
In those days arose Mattathias, the son of John, the son of Simeon, a priest of the sons of Joarib, from Jerusalem, and dwelt in Modin.
Uh-huh.
Verse 2. And he had 5 sons. Joanan called Cadus.
Uh-huh.
Verse 3. Simon called Thesai. Judas, who was called Maccabeus. Eleazar called Averon. And Jonathan, whose surname was Aphus.
Keep going.
Verse 6. And when he saw the blasphemies that were committed in Judah and Jerusalem,
What'd he say?
He said, woe is me.
Mm.
Wherefore I was born to see this misery of my people. and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy.
Stop right there, man. Listen, man. This is my boy Mattathias speaking right now. He arose, remember that. Now, I want you to start at 7 real quick. Watch how he explained what happened to his city, man. And I'm gonna ask y'all this, what that sound like. How do you explain it? Go ahead.
Verse 7, he said,
No, my fault. Yeah, my fault. Go ahead. You right.
he said, woe is me. Wherefore was I born to see this misery of my people and of the holy city, and to dwell there, when it was delivered into the hand of the enemy, and the sanctuary unto the hand of the strangers. Verse 8.
Here we go. Let's get to it. No, you right. Let's get it.
Her temple is become as a man without glory. Her glorious vessels are carried away to captivity. Her infants are slain in the streets. Her young men with the sword of the enemy.
Damn.
What nation hath not had a part in her kingdom and gotten of her spoils? Verse 11. All her ornaments are taken away. Of a free woman she is become a bond slave. Verse 12. And behold, our sanctuary, even our beauty and our glory, is laid waste, and the Gentiles have profaned it.
Stop right there, man. What does that sound like? What that sound like? What that sound like? Anybody can answer that. What that sound like, man? Go ahead, Kakaza.
Lucky, that sound like Commander General Yohana trying to get us to understand what's going on.
No, for real, man. You know what though? It sounds like a woman was just raped and taking everything from. This is what he's seeing right now, man. This is the pain he's seeing in these streets of his country, of his state right now. This is what he's seeing. He's describing what's actually going on. Now, I want you to skip all that, right? We better go down. Now check this out. Cause right now, so what happened? Before I skip it, I'm gonna give y'all a little recap. So now Mattathias has seen all this here with his sons. They throw the sap clocks on. They get to praying. They're sore. They hurt now. Now check this out. Go to now read 17.
The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 2 verse 17. Then answered the king's officers and said to Mattathias on this wise, thou art a ruler and an honorable and great man in this city, and strengthened with sons and brethren.
So now listen now. The overseer see him. He like, Mattathias, man, you know what, you do that dude real quick, man. I like how you moving, you heard me? But now watch this though. He getting it. Now watch this.
Verse 18. Now therefore come thou first.
Hold on. What do you say? Hold on real quick. What do you say now?
Now therefore come thou first.
So basically, he just pumped you up. He like, yeah, I see you. I see the head nacho out here. Now you come up here first. I want you. The mighty man, yeah, you come on up here real quick. Now keep going.
And fulfill the king's commandment.
Now do what?
And fulfill the king's commandment.
Night. Let's keep going.
Like as all the heathen have done. Yea, and the men of Judah also, and such as remain at Jerusalem. So shalt thou in thy house be in the number of the king's friends, that thou and thy children shall be honored with silver and gold and many rewards.
So now he like, you know what, man? I see you a leader out here. You a mighty man. So how about you just come up here and I want you to fulfill my king's commandment first, so your people, right? And guess what? I'm gonna give you silver and gold and many rewards. You heard me? You done it. That's what he's telling him. But watch what Mattathias say now. What listen with the answer.
Verse 19. Then Mattathias answered and spake with a loud voice.
No, with a soft voice.
With a loud voice.
No, he just whispered.
With a loud voice.
What'd he say?
Though all the nations that are under the king's dominion obey him and fall away every one of the religion of their fathers and give consent to his commandments. Verse 20.
Yeah.
Yet will I and my sons and my brethren walk in the covenant of our fathers.
Stop right there, man. Oh, you heard what he just said, man. I don't think y'all heard what he said, man. He basically just said, I don't care what everybody else do. Me and my sons, we're not going to do that. He said loudly, right? Now, check this out, though. I want somebody to know what that precept is. I used to bring it out all the time. What that precept is? Goddamn right. Go ahead. I want you to read that real quick. Because that's how heavy this is, though, man. Like this is how. Now, we're going to go back, farther back. Now, we're going to go back into the Egyptian rulership. Now, go ahead. What did he say?
Book of Joshua, chapter 24, 16. And if it seem evil unto you to serve the Lord, choose you this day whom you will serve. Whether the gods which your fathers served that were on the other side of the flood, or the gods of the Amorites, in whose land you dwell. But as for me and my house, we will serve the Lord.
We will serve the Lord. That's right. That's basically what he just said, though, in a nutshell. Now, go ahead.
It's like, if I could, sir, like, it's so crazy because every Christian family got this, you got the scripture like on the doormat or on the head post.
Right.
And then you walk through that door and it's all sorts of weed smoke, and they got that ham, and they getting ready. They got the Christmas tree, and like they completely conform. Whereas Mattathias, like, he's looking at everybody conforming to the heathens and getting destroyed, and he's mourning. Like, and he's like, and he's saying, when he says this, he means like, I'm not gonna conform. I'm not about to celebrate your holidays. I'm not gonna fight into your wars. Do none of that.
Go ahead. See, we better say over there. Go ahead. Yeah, let's see. Go to say so. Yeah, little.
Their job, that's freedom. They're still receiving their freedoms because they're being paid by their slave owners, so they can still live these lives that look like that are opulent and look like they've reached it. They've reached the top. It's just another form of black.
Right, for real. That's right, man. Get over there. Hey, for real, man. And that's what it's been. Go ahead. See what I say something? Go ahead.
Going back to the scripture on Joshua 15 is also very like in Maccabees was the same in Joshua, where in 16 it says, and the people said that we should seek the Lord and serve other gods.
Right. There we go, right there, man. So our people has always, that's the spirit that we need, though, to get over these type of certain situations, man. If we don't have that spirit to fight, we're gonna just fold over and die. That's just what it is. We're gonna become the people that. Now keep reading. Let's go. Everybody get deep. Let's get. Go ahead, baby.
If I may, that's just what's so deep about this story, because just think, we could have been reading in these scriptures of Mattathias was like, you know what? To save my people, we gonna eat your pork.
Right.
You know what? Okay, my people come. We're reading a story about a man whose family went against the king to not eat pork. That's why we can sit up here today and say, yeah, look at us. You know what I'm saying?
That's right. Right.
In this situation, it would have been real easy for that brother to be like, you know what, just to save my people to eat this pork. And now we sitting here today and like, well, Mattathias, he ate that pork.
Right.
But like that's just the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Most high, you know what I'm saying? It's heavy, because we sitting in here today reading about a brother that said, "The hell with your pork, kill me, my mama and my goddamn."
That's right. Yeah, yeah. That's right. God dang right, man. Yeah, go ahead, Pre.
Look, just 2023, you understand? That nigga Mattathias said, I'm standing on business.
There no business. Yeah, yeah. Let's go ahead and get some more of that real quick. Let's finish what he do though. It about to get crazy. Let's go.
Verse 21.
Yeah.
God forbid that we should forsake the law and the ordinance.
Right. Let's go.
22. We will not hearken unto the king's word.
What did he say?
We will not hearken unto the
We
king's
won't
word
listen. Let's go.
to go from our religion,
Right.
either on the right hand or the left. Verse 23. Now when he had left speaking these words, there came one of the Jews in the sight of all to sacrifice on the altar which was at Modin, according to the king's commandment. Verse 24. Which thing when Mattathias saw, he was inflamed with zeal, and his reins trembled. Neither could he forbear to shew his anger according to judgment.
Right.
Wherefore he ran and slew him upon the altar.
What did he do?
He ran and slew him upon the altar.
Yo, if you don't know what slew him mean, that mean unalived him. He unalived him on that altar. Now let's go. What does he do?
Also the king's commissioners.
What he do?
Also the king's commissioners.
Keep going.
Who compelled men to sacrifice, he killed at that time. At the altar he pulled down.
So he out there, just imagine this. They called him up there. He did a little speech. They brought one of the other brothers up there. He was so enraged. He stood on both. He out there going ham. What he doing? What would you just say, Abiyo? He saying no business. Let's go, man. Let's go.
Verse 26.
Then what he tell the people though? He going?
Thus dealt he zealously for the law of God, like as Phineas did to Zambri, the son of Salom. Verse 27. And Mattathias cried throughout the city with a loud voice, saying, Whosoever is zealous of the law and maintaineth the covenant, let him follow me.
Right. So basically, they ran off now. They ran to the wilderness. Blase. Now check this out real quick. Now drop down to 29 real quick.
The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 2 verse 29. Then many that sought after justice and judgment went down into the wilderness and dwelled there.
Right.
Both they and their children and their wives and their cattle, because afflictions increased sore upon them.
So now these are other people, right? So now they're like, okay, it's getting too harder here. I'm tired of being oppressed. We about to move to our little secret place. They'll say to their whole family with them now. Now let's go. Now watch what happened.
Verse 31. Now when it was told the king's servants and the host that was at Jerusalem in the city of David, that certain men who had broken the king's commandment were gone down into the secret places of the wilderness. Verse 32. They pursued after them a great number.
Right.
Having overtaken them, they camped against them.
Right.
And made war against them on the Sabbath day.
So right now, right? So now they went down to them. They seen them. They spotted them. This is a Sabbath day. They know what it is. And they were just like, you know what, man? Look. We here, man. Go ahead and read it. I ain't going to tell the story. Go ahead and read it. Go ahead and read it.
Verse 33.
What do you say?
And they said unto them, Let that which ye have done hitherto suffice. Come forth and do according to the commandment of the king, that ye shall live.
So basically, like, man, you know what? Whatever you done, man, hey, forget about it. Y'all just come here, man, and y'all just do what the king say to do. We'll forgive you. You heard me? Let's go now. Now watch what happened.
But they said, We will not come forth, neither will we do the king's commandment to profane the Sabbath day.
Right. Now watch what happens. Keep
so
going.
then they gave them the battle with all speed.
Yeah, let's go.
Verse 36. Howbeit they answered them not, neither cast they a stone at them, nor stopped the places where they lay hid.
Right.
37. But said, Let us die all in our innocency. Heaven and earth shall testify for us that ye put us to death wrongfully.
So now think about this real quick. They walked up on him, they caught him. They like, hey y'all come over here, man. Guess what, man? We gonna forget about all what y'all done. They just come back and follow these laws. They like, man, hell no, man. I ain't trying to do none of that. He said, you know what? They let us die in our innocency, man. They let us die. Now let's keep going. Now keep going.
38. So they rose up against him in battle on the Sabbath, and they slew them.
And slew him. Keep going.
With their wives and children and their cattle to the number of 1,000 people.
Now let me tell you like this real quick. Now I'm not gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. They had courage for sure. They had courage because they died with their family because they not want to go and do the nonsense, right? But it's the way they died. See, I'm about to show you the difference. You can sit there and be like, oh, just come kill me. It is what it is, right? Now, that's a cool, okay. You ain't scared to die, that's great. But now watch what Matthias say.
Verse 39. Now when Mattathias and his friends understood hereof, they mourned for them right sore.
Right, they was sad that they killed their brethren, their whole family like that. Yeah, they messed up about it, but now watch, keep going, keep reading though.
Verse 40. And one of them said to another, if we all do as our brethren have done, and fight not for our lives.
Stop right there. What did he say? Fight what?
And fight not for our lives. And fight not for our lives and laws against the heathen, they will now quickly root us out of the earth.
So guess what? You got the people that was there lay down and let you kill them, and you got the ones that will stand up and fight. See, that's the difference, man. Right. We ain't finna let you come over here and then we're gonna lay down and just kill us. We're gonna fight and fight and fight. You're gonna have to kill us, man. We're gonna make you have to do it. You know why? Because we don't care about dying, but we're not about to lay down and let you kill us, man. We're gonna stand on business, man. That's what we do. And that's what Mattathias do. And that's what the Israelite School of Universal Practical Knowledge do, man. We're gonna stand on business. Don't think you're gonna come up over here and sit there and be like, oh, the Lord gonna fight my battle, just trying to stab me. No. You can try if you want to. Yeah, you're gonna be the one there slayed, unalived, trying to play with me. Yeah. Because you know why? It's about my nation. If I don't fight, what you just say what's gonna happen? Read it one more time. Read it. What's gonna happen to them? If they don't fight, what's gonna happen?
And if we do as our brethren have done,
if we do what they have done, let's get it.
And fight not for our lives.
And fight not for our lives.
And laws against the heathen.
What's gonna happen?
They will now quickly root us out of the earth.
It will be no more remembrance. They're gonna get exactly what they want. Because we're not going to stand up for nothing, man. See, it's a difference about, that's why I can't stand these so-called Christians, Salakia. They're trying to others cheat. Oh, they lay down. That's what happened in them churches. That's how they got unalive in them churches, man. Because they were on this type of spirit. But if you a soldier and you a warrior, let's remember this, man. In Exodus chapter 15, verse 3, he said, I am the Lord. I am a man of war. You better fight for something. Hey, listen, man, I'm keeping right down. You don't stand for nothing, you're going to die for anything. I'm telling you like that. You better stand up for yours. You better stand up for your whole nation, man. You know, I'm going to let somebody come up in here without me over there in front of attack. Man, you got me bent. Then I'm going to say, oh, come kill me, the Lord. No. Lord, come grab the wheel. No, I don't do that. You're going to have to get it how you live. You heard me? You better know what you're doing. Because I promise you, man, it's a wrap. If my life against your life, I'm going to get yours. You slayed, you slewed. But they say, you slewed. I got you heard me? I promise you that. Go ahead, though. Go ahead, priest.
So today, we don't have nobody to look up to like that. You know, like
right.
People,
right. He said, come on, that's crazy.
Not being able to move. You know, but we have strong brothers, like I say, in other records and other history that we can look up to. We ain't got to look up to them dickheads. We ain't look up to these sports figures. Right? We look up to these men, you know what I'm saying, who let money and status and all of these things.
That's right.
This is what warriors look like. I'm gonna stand up for my family. I'm gonna stand up for my nation. And you know what? I'm gonna stand up for my God, and I'm willing to die about it. You know?
That's right. No, that's what I'm talking about. Go ahead, priest. Go ahead. Yeah.
Nah, I mean, we got Commander General Yohana.
That's right.
And in modern day times, he Matthias. You know,
That's right.
people together, you know?
That's right. Yeah. Yeah. That's right, man. You know? And that's one thing right there, man. So I want you to do this real quick, man. So, you know, he just said what they said, right? So they guiding everybody right now. So, I want you to remember this now. Now check this out. I want you to go down to go to 49 real quick. Go to 49 real quick.
The book of First Maccabees, chapter 2, verse 49. Now when the time drew near that Matthias should die, he said unto his son, now hath pride and rebuke gotten strength, in the time of destruction and the wrath of indignation.
Of indignation. Let's go.
50. Now therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law, and give your lives for the covenant of your fathers.
So now check this out real quick. I hope y'all remember the names. He names his sons, right? Earlier. Now you about to see why he did what he did and what he did, what it does to his children, man. That type of heroic act put something in them kids' spirit. You heard me? That they gotta fight now. And now go ahead though. Now go ahead, get to 51 real quick.
Verse 51. Call to remembrance what act our fathers did in their time. So shall ye receive great honor and everlasting name, and an everlasting name.
What did he say? Hold on real quick. What that say?
So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name.
Real quick. Who seen that movie Troy? Who remember what was Achilles' main mission? What was Achilles' main mission while he was fighting? Whoever. Go ahead and say it. What did he say?
To build a name.
To get his name and remember, right?
Right.
When he told that little boy, he say, hey, y'all remember that when he told that little boy? Hey, nobody will remember you because he said, I don't know how you about to go out there and fight that dude, man. He's so big, he's so strong. He say, you thinking like that? That's why you will never be remembered. You know, and guess what right now, though? Go ahead and read that one more time from the top, 51.
Call to remembrance what acts our fathers did in their time. So shall ye receive great honor.
Great what?
Great honor.
In what?
And in everlasting.
In whatever what?
Everlasting.
Everlasting name. Meaning you will forever be remembered, man. This is how you get your honor, by standing on business, man. You have to fight for something. Just what Achilles said in Troy. He just said it. This is a Greek time. Come on now. Hey, listen, man, I can't make this up. You heard me? Now let's see what his father do. Let's go ahead. He about to break it down real quick. Go ahead.
Verse 52. Was not Abraham found faithful in temptation, and it was imputed unto him for righteousness? Verse 53. Joseph, in the time of his distress, kept the commandments and was made Lord of Egypt. Phineas, our father, in being zealous and fervent, obtained the covenant of an everlasting priesthood. Verse 55. Jesus, for fulfilling the word, was made a judge in Israel.
That's not Yahweh Jesus. That's another Jesus. I'm just letting y'all know. This is before Jesus' time. Let's get it. Go ahead.
Verse 56. Caleb, for bearing witness before the congregation, received the heritage of the land. Verse 57. David, for being merciful, possessed the throne of an everlasting kingdom.
That's David we talking. That's King David we talking about now. Let's get it.
Verse 58. Elias, for being zealous and fervent for the law, was taken up into heaven.
Who they call Elijah, Elias. You heard me? Yeah.
Verse 59. Ananias, Azariah, and Mishael, by believing, were saved out of the flame.
That is the story of Daniel when they was so-called broke the law, and they threw him in that furnace and was turning it up. He's talking about them three brothers right there. That story right, he just remembering everybody that remembered. That's why he said in the beginning, you have to stand, if remembrance, you got to stand on base, you got to stand on something to be remembered everlasting. Everlasting remembrance. He's naming all of his forefathers things that happened and why they still remember to the day because of their mightiness, of their actions. So now them three, now think about this real quick. They turned that furnace up so high with them three brothers, people on the outside was dying. Think about that. They're inside it. You on the outside. How are you dying? Good night. Let's go. Good. Dang, that's crazy right there. Good night.
Verse 60. Daniel, for his innocency, was delivered from the mouth of lions. 61. And thus consider ye throughout all ages, that none that put their trust in him shall be overcome.
Keep going. Now, go ahead. Read this. This is my favorite part right here. This is one of my favorite parts. Watch what he say.
62. Fear not then the words of a sinful man, for his glory shall be lifted up.
No.
So like, for his glory shall be dung and worms.
Shall be dung and worms. You know how I always say a pair of moving lips can say anything? What he's basically saying right there. I don't care what a sinful man is saying against you. You standing for the Lord right now. They're gonna listen. For his glory shall be dung and worms. Let's go.
Verse 63. Today he shall be lifted up, and tomorrow he shall not be found, because he is returned into his dust, and this thought is come to nothing.
Now stop right there. So basically, we about to go ahead and come over here to chapter 3. But real quick, I'm about to break it down. He just basically breaks off his sons by their strengths and everything like that. He did let them know, like, look, because he's about to leave. That's why he going through the memories. He putting some in their head. So now everybody go to chapter 3 real quick. He just breaking it down like, hey, Judah and such was strong. This brother right here, he's living like a father. He got this knowledge. He just breaking down the sons so how they can form they you know what I'm saying, they little camp together. Now go start at first verse 3, verse 1.
The book of 1 Maccabees chapter 3 verse 1. Then his son Judas, called Maccabeus, rose up in his stead. And all his brethren helped him, and so did all they that held with his father. And they fought with cheerfulness the battle of Israel.
So they was happy when they were fighting. Remember this now. Go ahead. Oh yeah, for sure. So yeah, he remembering that now. Now they better go to war. Remember, man, they have been in this wilderness, right? Remember when they left, they ran outside of Jerusalem after his father did that brave act. You heard me? And remember that where they at, they seen their brother get murdered. They heard about it, and that dude told them, if we don't fight, we can't stay there and lay down. It's cool you want to just die and just give your life up. That's cool, fine and dandy. But if we do that, there would be no more existence of Israel. So they was out there training. Put in a nutshell, his father died. He done passed it over now. Now watch what's happening. Let's get it now.
Verse 3. So he got his people great honor. And put on a breastplate as a giant.
Let's get it.
And girt his warlike harness about him. And he made battles, protecting the host with his sword.
Yeah, keep going.
Verse 4. In his acts he was like a lion, and like a lion's whelp, roaring for his prey.
Yeah.
5. For he pursued the wicked, and sought them out.
No. He ran from the wicked and let them seek him out. What'd he do?
For he pursued the wicked, and sought them out.
Let's get it.
And burned up those that vexed his people.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go.
Verse 6. Wherefore the wicked shrunk for fear of him, and all the workers of iniquity were troubled. Because salvation prospered in his hand. 7. He grieved also many kings, and made Jacob glad with his acts. And his memorial is blessed forever. So
man, listen real quick. His son, man, Judas, is a monster. They telling you about him right now. He out here getting it in. He basically I'm about to drop down. Y'all can read this stuff because on the sake of time right now, I gotta drop down a little bit more. But listen to me, man. This boy Judas was a fool with it. I promise you that. You know what I'm saying? Now drop down to 12 real quick.
Verse 12. Wherefore Judas took their spoils, and Apollonius' sword also.
Hold on real quick. Go up. Go to 10. Go to 10.
Verse 10. Then Apollonius gathered the Gentiles together. and a great host out of Samaria to fight against Israel.
Right, let's keep going.
Verse 11, which thing when Judas perceived, he
Uh-huh.
went forth to meet him, and so he smote him and slew him.
Yep. So keep reading.
Many also fell down slain, but the rest fled.
Mm-hmm.
Wherefore Judas took their spoils,
Right.
and Apollonius' sword also, and therewith he fought all his life long.
So Apollonius was basically like a general of the Greece military. He heard about what Judas was doing. Now he said, you know what? Yeah, it's that time. So they met in battle. Judas slew him and took his sword, which he fought for the rest of his life. You know what I'm saying? Because he had a bad sword. He didn't know what to do with it. You know, what he did. Now, go ahead to 14 real quick.
Verse 14, he said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom.
Right? Stop real quick. No, go to 13. Because now this is what we doing right now. I got you. You heard me? Go ahead. Go to 13 real quick.
I'm coming. Verse 13. Now when Seron, a prince of the army of Syria, heard say that Judas had gathered unto him a multitude in company of the faithful to go out with him to war. Right. He said, I will get me a name and honor in the kingdom. Right. For I will go fight with Judas and them that are with him. So despise the king's commandment.
Right. So this brother Saron, you know what I'm saying, a prince of the army of Syria, right? He heard that Judas was out. What he was doing, he hearing about him because he out there making noise right now. So he like, you know what? Shoot, I'm about to go give me a name and honor in the kingdom too. You know, he despised the king's commandments. Shoot, let me go ahead and get my crown. You heard me? Let me go get my name known as well. So they joined him, right? Now, as you read on and on and on, he's going through basically what they want to call being a vigilante, right? So drop down to 21 real quick.
Verse 21. But we fight for our lives and our laws. So
real quick, just to break this down, he was talking about, you know, when the people joined him. So he seen the enemies. Now they about to go, because now, okay, so basically what had happened was the king, they're hearing about him out here slaughtering everything. So he started paying for everybody to come join the army. Now, so these brothers see the people in the field on the other side, right? They looking, so Judas like, hey, yeah, they mean a war for sure, but what you afraid of? He say, hey, we got the Lord with us. Numbers ain't never been nothing. You hear me? So now he's breaking it down to him. Go ahead.
Verse 22. Wherefore the
no, start at 20, my fault. Let me get the gist of it.
20. They come against us in much pride and iniquity to destroy us, and our wives and children, and to spoil us.
So he like, listen, round. They come in, they ain't gonna kill you. They want your wives and your children. You hear me? If they ain't gonna motivate a man, I don't know what will. Let's keep going.
But we fight for our lives and our laws. Verse 22. Wherefore the Lord himself will overthrow them before our face. And as for you, be ye not afraid of them.
Don't be afraid of them. I don't care how many it is. Let's go.
23. Now as soon as he had left off speaking, he leapt suddenly upon them. And so Saron and his host was overthrown before them. And they pursued them from the going down of Beth Horon unto the plain.
Yeah.
Where they slain about
800 men.
Where there were slain about 800 men of them. And the residue fled into the land of the Philistines.
So they ran out there and slayed 800 men. Now let's go.
25. Then began the fear of Judas and his brethren. And an exceeding great dread to fall upon the nation round about them.
Let's get it.
Insomuch as his fame came unto the king, and all nations talked of the battles of Judas.
So he out there getting in. He making a name for sure. He out there doing his thing. Now check this out. Now watch this real quick. Go ahead.
Verse 27. Now when King Antiochus heard these things, he was full of indignation. Wherefore he sent and gathered together all of the forces of his realm, even a very strong army.
Right.
28. He opened also his treasure and gave his soldiers pay for a year, commanding them to be ready whensoever he should need them. 29. Nevertheless, when he saw that the money of his treasures failed, and that the tributes in the country were small because of the dissension and plague which he had brought upon the land in taking away the laws which had been of old time.
So stop right there. Drop down to 40. So basically what he's doing is, so he going down the king is basically like, damn, man, you know what? He's basically starting to backpedal back. Like, this dude is strong. You know what I'm saying? Like, what like, you ever seen one of the movies when I'm gonna just do a kung fu flick. Like, you got like just say you got like 60 men in front of you, right? You the main boss. But the dude that's fighting all your 60 men is running through them. Like paper, you heard me? They're ripping it apart. You back there like, oh my God, he getting closer. He getting closer. Damn, he on the 5 right now? Hey, well, hey, hold on real. He ain't on the phone to the main boss. Hey, Salakia, sir. This dude is coming quick, you heard me? It's something different about him. So now, I want you to go down to here real quick. Go to 40, give me 42 real quick.
On the book of 1 Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 42. Now when Judas and his brethren saw that miseries were multiplied, and that the forces did encamp themselves in their borders,
right?
For they knew how the king had given commandment to destroy the people and utterly abolish them.
Let's go.
They said one to another, let us restore the decayed estate of our people, and let us fight for our people in the sanctuary.
You hear that though? Not to let me fight for my family and just me and you. For my people in the sanctuary, man. They done went back to the sea. So what they were doing was going around. Wherever the stronghold was at, that's what Judas went to, man. He went and took vengeance, man, for his people, you heard me? I just want to understand that. Like, that's why I said earlier, he was chasing them down. He was the pusher. You heard me? He was the one out there getting it. He was your damn Batman, Superman, whatever you want to think it is. He getting it popping now. He said, I'm tired of sitting on my behind. You know what I'm saying? I'm ready. It is. That's why he said in the beginning, he threw his giant chest plate on. You heard me? For his nation, man. He did that. Let's keep reading.
Verse 44. Then was the congregation gathered together, that they might be ready for battle,
right?
And that they might pray and ask mercy and compassion. Now Jerusalem lay void as a wilderness. There was none of her children that went in or out. The sanctuary also was trodden down, and aliens kept the stronghold.
Right.
The heathen had their habitation in that place.
Right. And
joy was taken from Jacob, and the pipe with the harp ceased.
Now, real quick, now basically what's going on right now, they like, okay, they think they got a city on lock right now. So you know what we about to do? We about to get to it. I'm about to come with the master plan. You know what they did? Let me tell you what their master plan was real quick. It wasn't, read 47. This is what they did to get ready. This is how they got ready for battle. Watch this. Listen to this real quick.
Then they fasted that day and put on sackcloth and cast ashes upon their heads and rent their clothes. And laid open the book of the law. Yeah. Wherein the heathen had sought to paint the likeness of their images. Verse 49. Yeah. So basically, real quick, man, they made themselves all the way. They humbled themselves. They prayed. They threw dirt. We all know about, if you know anything about the Bible, through history of the Israelites, man, when they play they shame the Lord or they want something, even in the book of Esther, they'll throw dirt on their face. They toe up clothes just to show humility. You hear me? Like, it's all you. I can't do this without you. That's the whole purpose of this. Now, they did this before a battle, right? Now, I'm about to drop down a little bit real quick. Hold on, let me get to the right part real quick.
Go down to I don't want to skip the battle. All right, go to it's so much to read real quick. I gotta read 56 real quick. Read 56 real quick.
Verse 56. But as for such as were building houses, or had betrothed wives, or were planting vineyards, or were fearful, those he commanded that they should return every man to his own house according to the law.
Right.
57. So the camp removed and pitched upon the south side of
Go ahead.
Emmaus.
Right, amazed, right.
58. And Judah said, arm yourselves and be valiant men.
Be valiant men. You know what that valiant mean? You know what valiant mean? Anybody? Anybody know what valiant mean? Go ahead.
Off the top of my head, courageous.
Damn right. That's the exact word. Get that brother hand. You gotta be courageous. You gotta think about what they about to go into, man. Like you just imagine you on the outskirts looking at your city, man. You seeing all these witnesses down there, all the like strongholds, military. Just imagine, like you might go in the Fort Hood. You see all the tanks and helicopters and you might go to whoa. You heard me? You know what time it is. So yeah, let's go ahead and get it, dog.
And see that ye be in readiness against the morning, that ye may fight with these nations that are assembled together against us to destroy us in our sanctuary.
So he had to go fight back for. I told you what he was gonna fight for. He was gonna go fight back for his brothers in the sanctuary, man. They about to get all that back. That's why I told you how he prepared. They're getting ready for this. Now let's go ahead. Now go ahead, 59.
59. For it is better for us to die in battle than to behold the calamities of our people and our sanctuary.
Good night. Let's go ahead.
Nevertheless, as the will of God is in heaven, so let him do.
Let's go ahead now.
Book of 1 Maccabees chapter 4, verse 1.
Drop down to go down to go to 6.
Okay. Book of 1 Maccabees chapter 4, verse 6. But as soon as it was day, Judah shewed himself in the plain with 3,000 men, who nevertheless had neither armor nor swords in their minds. Verse 7. And they saw the camp of the heathen, that it was strong and well harnessed.
Right.
And compassed round about with horsemen.
Right.
And these were expert of war.
They were what?
Expert of war.
All right, let's get it now.
Verse 8. Then said Judas to the men that were with him, fear ye not their multitude, neither be ye afraid of their assault.
Right.
9. Remember how our fathers were delivered in the Red Sea, when Pharaoh pursued them with an army.
Right.
Now therefore let us cry unto heaven, if peradventure the Lord will have mercy upon us, and remember the covenant of our fathers, and destroy this host before our face this day. Verse 11. That so all the heathen may know that there is one who delivered and saved Israel.
Let's go. You heard what he just said, right? Let us go ready to go down there, so they will know there's only one that will save Israel. Let's get it.
Verse 12. Then the strangers lifted up their eyes and saw them coming over against them. Wherefore they went out of the camp to battle, but they that were with Judah sounded their trumpets.
Right.
So they joined battle, and the heathen, being discomfited, fled into the plain.
What that word discomfited mean? What that word discomfited? I want you to look that up. What that word discomfited mean, man? This is crazy. What that word discomfited mean? This is the enemy now. This is the heathens. Now remember, they got all the men down there. You heard me? Just remember that. This is what the Lord do, man. Whoever got it, they let me know and you read it. You heard me?
The definition of discomfit. to make someone feel uneasy or embarrassed.
They uneasy, you heard me? They like, oh my God, I don't want to do this. And if you know you want to easy in the fight, you heard me? Good night. You about to see. Let's go.
Verse 15. Howbeit all the hindmost of them were slain with the sword.
Uh-huh.
For they pursued them unto Gezerah.
Right.
And unto the plains of Idumea and Azotus and Jamnia, so that there were slain of them upon a 3,000 men.
Right. Now drop down to 20.
Verse 20. But when they perceived that the Jews had put their host to fight and were burning the tents, for the smoke that was seen declared was done.
Right.
What was done?
Keep going.
21. When therefore they perceived these things, they were sore afraid, and seeing also the host of Judas in the plain ready to fight.
So they look down there. They see them boys stay out there burning their stuff. They done took over now. And they still ready to fight. Let's go.
22. They fled every one into the land of strangers. 23. Then Judas returned to spoil the tents, where they got much gold and silver, and blue silk, and purple of the sea, and great riches.
Now watch this. Now go 24 real quick. I'm about to show you when we supposed to sing. Go ahead, read it.
Verse 24. After this, they went home and sung a song of thanksgiving.
Hold on, what they do?
Sung a song of thanksgiving.
Why they sing a song? I'm gonna ask y'all ask that question. Why they sing a song? Why were they singing? Anybody know? Anybody know what he mean was singing? I think I could guess. Go ahead.
Because they were victorious in war.
That's right. That's what they was singing now. Let's go. They wasn't just singing because it was Sunday. They wasn't just singing because it was on the day. Because they felt happy that day. It's because the Lord was with them when they had all odds against them. They sung because the Lord showed his power amongst them enemies. Let's go.
Verse 24. After this, they went home and sung a song of thanksgiving. Lord in heaven.
Right.
Because it is good, because his mercy endureth forever. 25. Thus Israel had a great deliverance that day.
Right.
26.
Real quick, let me go ahead.
Now the strangers that had escaped came and told Lysias what had happened. 27. Who, when he heard thereof, was confounded and discouraged, because neither such thing as he would done unto Israel, nor such thing as the king commanded him were come to pass.
Stop. Just go down to 38 real quick. I'm about to now they done went back in their city, right? Where it first began, where they put all the altar up and everything like that, right? Because this is called a peace dedication, right? So now they done made it back to their city. They just won at a war. Now go to 38, and now watch what they do. And I'm about to break this down. Go ahead. Break it out.
Verse 38. And when they saw the sanctuary desolate, and the altar profaned,
right,
and the gates burned up, and the shrubs growing in the courts, as in a forest,
right,
or in one of the mountains, yea, in the priest's chambers pulled down, they rent their clothes and made great lamentation and cast ashes upon their heads.
So basically, he just went back home. Now think about it. He doesn't conquer this, right? But he see from their absence being gone how distorted it looked. Just imagine Lion King when Simba came back and saw a Scar in the Pride Land. Just think of it that way. That's just the greatest analogy I can understand it. Just how crazy it looked. Y'all remember that? I know everybody's the Lion King. Don't act like y'all too good with the Lion King, though. All right, let's go now. That's the best. That's the best that I give y'all. Now come on. So he's sick now. You heard me? He's sick. Like damn, all this happened. Let's go.
Verse 40. And fell down flat to the ground upon their faces.
Right.
And blew an alarm with the trumpets and cried toward heaven. 41. Then Judas appointed certain men to fight against those that were in the fortress, until he had cleansed the sanctuary.
So now they done got their city back. It's only popping. It's like, y'all gonna handle this right now. Now keep going.
42. So he chose priests of blameless conversation,
Right.
such as had such as had pleasure in the law. 43, who cleanse the sanctuary and bear out the defiled stones unto an unclean place.
So you gotta remember they were destroying all type of, they was had swine and all unclean beasts on that in a sanctuary. So let's get it. You at 45, right? Or 44, let's get it.
Verse 44. And when they consulted what to do with the altar of burnt offerings, which was profane,
Dang.
45, they thought it best to pull it down, lest it should be a reproach to them.
Right?
Because the heathen had defiled it. Wherefore they pulled it down.
Well, he just said, you know what? Pull it down. Let's go.
And laid up the stones in the mountain of the temple in a convenient place, until there should come a prophet to shew what should be done with them. 47. Then they took whole stones according to the law, and built a new altar according to the former.
Right.
And made up the sanctuary and the things that were within the temple, and hallowed the courts.
Right.
49. They made also new holy vessels, and into the temple they brought the candlestick, and the altar of burnt offerings,
Right.
and of incense, and the table. Verse 50. And upon the altar they burn incense.
Right.
And the lamps that were upon the candlestick they lighted, that they might give light in the temple. 51. Furthermore, they set the loaves upon a table, and spread out the veils, and finished all the works which they had begun to make.
Right.
Now on the 25th day of the 9th month,
Right.
which is called the month of Casalu,
Right.
in the 148th year, they rose up betimes in the morning.
Now drop down to 56. They just all they doing is basically rededicating that temple. They took all the fountains out of it. That's why they say they're tearing it down. They just making it look right. Now go to 56 real quick.
Verse 56. And so they kept the dedication of the altar 8 days,
Right.
and offered burnt offerings with gladness, and sacrifice of deliverance and praise.
So with that being said, man, this is where you get the feast of dedication at. Do all of that. So basically, he had to fight back. Think about this. Them people came in there. What was that king? What that king name? Was already A. Antiochus came in that thing, defiled their whole temple, destroying it, then robbed it, did everything. He had to. This brother Judas had to fight back for not only his city, he had to fight back for his sanctuary as well. In order for us, then he rededicated this temple. Now, he did it for 8 days. This is why this feast is for 8 days. For memory of these brothers, of this brother right here, these brothers in the Maccabees that put their life on the line to keep our traditions, man. That stood for something and did not fall victim to the oppressors, man. This is why we're here today. This is why we got our candlestick lit right now, because this is the feast of dedication, man. So you know what? With that being said, though, I'm going to end that with the class. Now y'all know what the dedication was about, why it's so important for us to do something every year for our temple. You know what I'm saying? Like, the day of dedication is for you to bring something new to your temple. So you rededicating it because of the times where our temple got defiled. And and that will end the opening of the feast of dedication. Go ahead, read the class, do it through real quick. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, let's do it, man. So that is damn, what I put to say? Oh yeah, Amijam. That means to stand in the Hebrew. Uh, hey, real quick. Hey, let's do it. Let's end it out with a prayer real quick. You heard me? We're gonna do the Lord's prayer, and then we're gonna go to the rest of it. All right. All right, come on up here. Let's do it real quick. I want y'all to SAR face the east. Go ahead and get
All right, we're gonna do the Lord's Prayer in the Hebrew.
it. Get it.
Abanawa.
Shabbat Shemayah.
Kodash.
Kodash.
Hayah.
Hayah.
Shemka. Yahweh. Malatuka. Taba'ah. Ratazaka. Hayah. Aisha. Ba'ratazah. Kawa. Hayah. Bashemayim. Natananawa. Lakam. Call. Yawam. Wasalaknawa. Kabawatnawa. Pasalaknawa. Kabawatinawa. Wala'ah. Tabia'anawa. Banasaya 1. Abal. Hawashanawa. Mayan. Ra. Kaya. Laka. Hamalakwa. Wahala'ah. Wahatapara. La'awalamyum. Aman.
The Lord's Prayer in the English. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Yahweh. Thy kingdom come. Thy will be done. In earth. As it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. And forgive us our debts. And we forgive our debtors. And lead us not into temptation. But deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom. In the power. In the glory. Forever. So be it. So we've been doing a courtesy salute to the brothers. Imam Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahbashim Yabashah. Yazamata. Sar. Face the sisters. Mini Israel. Imam Shabbat. Imagine. Barak. Yahweh Shemal Bashim Yahweh. Mini Israel. Yazamata. Dismissed. Hey, leave it on real quick. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Hold on now. Hold on. Y'all all come in here. Y'all all come in here real quick. Oh, yeah. So real quick, man. Coppers, I'll come to the front real quick, man. Yeah, you know. Kahan, come up here with me. Kakazai, no. You stay down there. Kakazai, come up here with me. Come here with me. Hey, somebody make sure the camera's on him real quick. You heard me? Y'all can take y'all cameras out real quick, but I just want to let you know real quick, Tapazar, you know, we've been through a lot, you know what I'm saying? So you came into this truth. Now you know, man, I done ran into you. I ran into you, I believe it was the Copper's Cold. I ran into you, I believe it was a feast day. You heard me? And yeah, you know, at that time, I busted orders, I came over there, and I ran into this mighty priest right here, man. And what I mean by this mighty priest is this, man. This brother had so much knowledge on him, you heard me? Right. But, like the scriptures say, he had a knowledge not according to wisdom, you know what I'm saying? So, as he came to this truth, I've been around him, he's been consistently growing. Now, I ain't gonna lie to you, it took a minute for him to come in this thing, but I stayed on him. Right. And I'm gonna tell you right now, when he came in here, he was so serious. And I mean by serious, I remember we went out to Austin, you heard me? And we had to deal with Kemp, you did? To the point of, you know, I took him out there, Kemp talked to him, and you know, I knew this brother. I've been told him just say, hey, you know what, you got that one West spirit on you, man. You one West, you don't even know what it means. You so one the West, but he came out there, he met Cap. He started bringing out his questions. And every question he brought out, he got knowledge for it. He got the understanding from it. He got talking the spirit now. See, now that knowledge, according to the law, now it became spirit with him. Right. So now don't get it wrong, this been growing. I'm talking about every day, every night. We going through it, don't get it wrong now. It wasn't easy, this walk ain't been easy. But I'm gonna say with this brother right here though, he came through everything so much, man. Through so many check-ins. This brother right here, he had so much fury and anger in him. It was to the point where, you know, we're like, damn, Tapazar, what's wrong with you? Right. What's wrong with this brother? But guess what, man? Through this brotherhood, through these scriptures, this brother done overseed everything, man. This brother made me so proud, you heard me?
Right.
This brother went from bucking game to just accepting it. He went from a non-Connor one Connor to question everything to, you know what, I gotta start trusting the men above me.
Right.
And we had to beat that into him. And the Lord showed me this brother every time to the point where I couldn't do nothing more than lead this brother to 500.
Right.
This brother done showed so much discipline throughout this truth right now. Brother, you not gonna be a 500 no more, man. You about to get raised up to 1,000.
Yeah.
You heard me? And somebody put that oil on the head, man. Go ahead. When y'all go ahead, Kakan. Go ahead and put the oil on his head real quick. You know what I'm talking about? Go ahead and put the oil on his head real quick, man. Let me get this prayer real quick, you heard me? Get the prayer real quick, you know. So, get it right there. That's it. I don't know, that ain't it right there. I got it on my phone. Let me get it real quick. Yeah. No, real quick now. No, I got it on my damn phone. It's right here. Let me get it real quick. All right, here we go, right here. I repeat after me. Yabaraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Washamaraka.
Washamaraka.
Yor Yahweh.
Yor Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Olika.
Olika.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka.
Yashahah Yahweh.
Washahah Yahweh.
Panyawa.
Panyawa.
Olika.
Olika.
Washamalika.
Washamaraka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashim.
Bashim.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magan.
Magan.
Hagan.
Hagan.
Sword. Tapazar. Tapazar.
Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Bashim Yahweh Shah.
The water among.
The water among.
And give it up, man. Damn right, man. Now, Tapazar, you come up here. Go ahead, go down to the Kakazar. Now you come on this side. How y'all want to do it? Y'all come on this side. How y'all want to do it? How y'all want to do it? What you talking about damn right for? IBR, you get right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Uh-huh. Salaki. You want it? Go ahead. No, yeah. Go ahead and pour it on his head, you heard me? Go ahead and pour it on his head. So now this brother IBR now, you know, he ain't just walk down in Killeen like that. He always been part of Killeen, but he was out doing work in Colorado. So, you know, I met this brother for the first time at the Passover in Florida. Now, the brother already had a hell of a resume. I spoke to him. I'm like, you know, his spirit is strong, you heard me? Next thing you know, he came out here to visit one time. Man, I met this brother, you know, he came to the house and everything. We vibed and everything. I'm like, okay, this brother, he a good dude, you know what I'm saying? I found out from the brother in Colorado, he like, yo, I got a dude down there that's he from Killeen, or he stay out there because he live out there in Killeen, and you know, his name IBR, you know, basically, he gonna come down, his family down here. I said, okay, Most High Christ, so he gonna be down there to visit. So I talked to him on the phone, we tied it up, we had a great conversation, came down here, met around with the brothers, we had the hash chilling now, not knowing that the Lord was gonna actually bring him down here. I ain't know that. Now he's brought it up like, you know, I can get transferred, sir. I'm like, I don't know about all that. They need you out there in Colorado. Next thing you know, the Lord said, no, Killeen needs you. And I'm gonna say it like this: this brother came down here, man, and I say he ain't stopped running. This brotherhood right here. Look at him right now. This is the face of brotherhood, man. Right. He embodies the spirit of brotherhood. Every man out here in Killeen cannot say nothing bad about IBR. His brotherhood is immaculate.
That's right.
It's immaculate now. Now, with that being said, though, you know, I know that, you know, you supposed to probably been raised up a while ago, but we threw a wrench in it because, you know, at the end of the day, it was like, yeah, it was cool, you did your thing out there, but what can you do out here?
Right.
And you know what? That work ain't stopped, Abby, y'all. One thing about it is, you seek counsel when it's needed. You take responsibility when you mess up. Whenever I ask you something, you always kind of want to call, you get straight to it. No question asked, man. Like the scriptures say, man, you a good soldier, you heard me? And that's what we need out here, man. I appreciate your service. So I'll be y'all, you would no longer be an officer of 50. You will be a 500.
Damn right.
Here we go. Now let's get it. Y'all Baraka Yahweh.
Yabaraka Yahweh.
Washamaraka.
Washamaraka.
Yehoah Yahweh. Punyawa.
Punyawa.
Olaka.
Olaka.
Wakakanaka.
Wayakanka.
Wayakanka. Yeshaya Yahweh.
Yeshua Yahweh.
Punyawa.
Punyawa.
All you could.
Oyakana.
Oyaka.
Washamlaka.
Wayashumlaka.
Shalom.
Shalom.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Bashir.
Bashir.
Yahweh Shah.
Yahweh Shah.
Barak.
Barak.
Rapah.
Rapah.
Magan.
Magan.
Hagan.
Hagan. Abiyah.
Abiyah.
Abiyah. Abiyah. Abiyah.
Bashim Yahweh Shah.
Bashim Yahweh Shah.
The water man.
The water.
Yeah, yeah. Cut this real quick. Y'all cut this real quick.
Nigga.
I'm gonna cut this real quick, man. Damn right. Hold on. Go ahead, cut this off for me.